talks about what the exit from lockdown might look like, what the government's plans are, what aspects of any kind of exit that we do have, what plans are in place. And Keir Starmer's defence of that call is that those plans need scrutiny by the opposition. And on paper that makes perfect sense, what he says. But does it make sense to you in the middle of this pandemic, at a time when we aren't quite clear at all on what's going on inside care homes in terms of the figures for infection rates and death rates? We aren't yet clear on what's happening in the community when it comes to carers. We're clear on a few things, that they don't have enough personal protective pieces of personal protection equipment. We know that testing isn't up to scratch yet. There's no way that in the next fortnight, and you can make me eat these words if I'm wrong, but it looks to me like there is no way in the next fortnight that Matt Hancock's insistence 2 weeks ago that by the end of April they would be doing 100,000 tests a day. Saying it's what you want and saying it's what will happen are two very different things. And he said it's what will happen. He didn't say it's what he wants. He said it will happen by the end of this month, on his first day back after he was isolating because of coronavirus. So there's an awful lot to take in here as to what the opposition should be focusing on with the government. For you, is it the exit strategy? Perhaps with business in mind, you think it is. With schooling in mind, you think it is. Or do you think there are more pressing issues, such as testing, such as personal protective equipment for carers and people in the NHS, and others actually? We haven't forgotten the bus drivers who were calling us a week ago to talk about their concerns about their working conditions, and we won't forget their working conditions and the working conditions of other people as well, working in warehouses, for example. So Keir Starmer has chosen to focus on the ending of the lockdown as the screw to turn on the government. Is it too soon to be talking about an exit strategy from lockdown? Are there more pressing things like testing, like PPE, that he should be focusing on? 0345 6060 973, the number. You can text 84850, you can tweet at LBC. Worth reminding you that today the government, in the form of Matt Hancock, said that anyone leaving hospital and going into a care home, and you've spoken to me about these scenarios in your own family, leaving hospital and going into a care home will now be tested, and any carers with symptoms that could be COVID, and at this point in proceedings probably are, will also be tested. I mean, it is a hard, horrible truth that that should have been the case from day one, and I suppose the only explanation for why it isn't is that we as a nation, they as a government, didn't move fast enough to get the testing and the personal protection equipment in place. It's pretty clear that that's the case. And in the way that Emmanuel Macron took the time to say we didn't have enough preparedness, obviously we haven't yet got that from the government, have we? Not in those terms anyway. Is it too soon though for Keir Starmer to be talking like this? Have a listen.
It's obvious and right that lockdown's going to continue, and the government will announce that almost certainly tomorrow, and we will support that. As I said when I became leader of the Labour Party, we've been constructive opposition where we think the government was right. We will have the courage to say so and support them, and I've written to Dominic Raab to indicate that if that is what they do tomorrow, they will have our support. But I've also said that we need now to see the government's exit strategy, and there are really two reasons for that. The first is because we need to retain the trust of the public. And I think the only way to do that is with transparency and openness, and a sense from them that they know where this is heading. And secondly, because of course a lot of planning is going to have to go into any exit strategy. To take one small example, testing, mass testing probably, and then tracing is almost certainly going to be part of any exit strategy. If that is to happen, then planning needs to take place now. What we don't want to do is to get a few weeks or months down the line, have a strategy announced then that can't be implemented. So there's good reason for it today, and I'm asking the government, as it were, to set it out so that we can all look at it, and if possible, get the country, get the political parties behind it.
That was Keir Starmer, the new Labour leader, talking to Nick Ferrari on LBC today. Matthew Thompson, LBC senior reporter, is here. Matthew, we'll get, again, I think just in case people didn't hear it earlier on, to today's figures. Always very sobering to get those figures of people who've died of coronavirus. On that
think it's an obvious place for Labour to push. Labour's very concerned, and Sir Keir Starmer said that earlier today when he spoke to Nick, that he doesn't want to be seen to be scoring cheap political points, but merely he's pointing out, he thinks, flaws in the government strategy and things that he thinks the public might want to know or might help us through. One of those that Labour's landed on is clearly the publishing of the strategy. Now, at the government's Number 10's daily briefing for political journalists today, Number 10 spokesman was asked about that and why the government wasn't publishing an exit strategy. Wasn't it, for example, because the government simply didn't have one yet? The spokesman said that simply extensive work on the issue was taking place across Whitehall. So it may be that there is simply not a clear strategy, or that there are several work streams going on, to be generous, within the civil service, and the government is still trying to work out which one it wants to take. We know there are several potential options on the table. Is it a sector by sector approach? Could schools be released first? There was even one idea about whether young people should be allowed out to restart the economy, so to speak, given that we know they are less vulnerable to coronavirus. So several of these ideas are floating around. Labour wants it published. The government hasn't given any indication as to whether it will publish or whether there is even a plan. Certainly there is work going on, but it simply may be that there's nothing finalised yet.
And to those figures that you brought to us earlier on from the different nations of the United Kingdom, just run through them again if you would, Matthew.
Yes, so overall now the Department of Health has released its daily update. It says that a total of 12,868 people have now died in the United Kingdom from coronavirus. The individual NHS totals are, for each country, are 651 new deaths reported in hospitals in England. That is down on yesterday's number of 744. It's also down on the highest individual total for England, which was on Friday. That was 866. But in Scotland, it reported the highest total yet, and that's 84 patients have now died in Scotland. Also in Scotland today, the National Records of Scotland published data suggesting